really put this in my spirit, and what he's saying to me is that sometimes people project their emotions into the atmosphere to the people that they want to hurt mentally because of the things that they feel like that you have done to them. But it's really them projecting how they really feel about you out into the universe to you, because they are the ones who have really done all the damaging and all the hurt towards you. But they are lying in groups, trying to change the narrative and things like that. They will invite you to go out with them so that they can triangulate you, include you and disinclude you at the same time, just to make you feel like you're not meant to be in those rooms and those spaces with those people. Meanwhile, those same people are trying to validate off each other, and they really want your validation. And because you're not giving them the validation that they're looking for them to treat you like crap, like ish, then they're mad at you. And then they start saying all the things that they were doing to you, they say that you start doing it. You know, that's narcissism right there. A lot of people don't realize that they have traits of narcissism, and they do. And that is something that they have to personally work on from the inside out. So I am focused on my journey and what God has for me, and I don't mind who I have to let go of. I don't mind walking away from people that do not serve me. I don't mind getting away from these people and environments that do not serve me and my greatest good. I will walk into the calling that God has for me, even if I have to be alone and I don't have friends, and even if I have to do this on my own. And I'll build the right connections and the right groups and the right resources and the right networks that I truly desire. The ones that God puts on my path for me. So, you know, that's the importance of it. So don't worry about these people that are continuing to try to assassinate your character or go and do smear campaigns because they want to control the whole narrative to make themselves look like they're the golden goose and you are the rotten rabbit or something or whatever. Don't worry about that, because God's got you on lock like this. You and God's like this. And as long as you know that you and God's locked in tight, nothing and no one can stop what God is going to bless you with. No matter what they try to throw your way, the words and the witchcraft and all the bad things that they're wishing upon your life, it's not going to happen to you. It's not even going to touch you. It's going to not even be able to penetrate you or anything like that into your spirit, into your aura, into your auric field. It won't be able to get in your mind, your soul, or your spirit. You know why? Because God's going to block it. He's already blocked it. He's not going to allow that, because you're too powerful. You're too strong. Even when you feel like you're weak and you're not having a great day, you're still strong. Even if you have to go and cry behind closed doors, you're still strong. Even if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, you're still strong. And every day when God wakes you up, that is another chance for Him to breathe life into you in your calling and in your purpose, for you to get right. Do things when you don't want to feel like doing it, like doing that workout you said you was going to do that you keep putting it off, or doing that diet plan that you said you always wanted to do, doing that course you always said you wanted to do. Keeping your word is a way of showing that you're trustworthy and you're reliable, not only to yourself but to others as well. And when God sees that, He can trust you even more. He will give you things even more. He will bless you even more, because He says, trust in me. And as long as I know that you're being a good person that's trustworthy, and you're to be trusted with the right things and the right resources that I will put on your path, you can help others along the way. But make sure you fill up your cup first, because you cannot give from an empty cup. And I had to learn that the hard way. Always trying to look out and do everything for everyone else in my family and for friends as well. Well, they was too busy pouring into themselves and never trying to replenish me back from all the things that I did out of the kindness of my heart. My time that was stolen and taken from these things and these people, all that's going to be restored times 10. Because God It's not sleep. He ain't dead. And he can see that. He sees everything what goes on. So we don't have to act in our own strength and act in our own power or seek revenge just to the people that hurt us. Because they're going to get it. They're going to get the time where they're going to have to sit back and be happy for us. And they're going to have to help us on our journey, because we might have to use them as a footstool. Little did they know that they was all a part of the plan, and they're just pushing you to your greater destiny. They're just pushing you to your greater purpose. They're just pushing you to where you need to be. Because I was once trying to be a people pleaser to fit into groups and spaces that I never did belong in. Because I am in a class, and I am in a race, and I am in a category of my own. Street smarts had to tell me that. And also being alert and vigilant had to tell me that. Being book smart had to tell me that. Learning things outside of school had to tell me that. You know, God putting things into my spirit had to tell me that. Get away from these groups of people that are not serving you any well. Because they ain't for you. Even if they say they was close to you, they really wasn't for you. Because they be smiling in your face. The whole time they want to take your place. Smiling in your face. As soon as you leave the table or the room that you was in, they're doing this. Or they're throwing knives in your back as soon as you turn your back. So guess what? God says they're better off behind your back instead. Because when they were close by, standing next to you or close by, they want to act like they respect you and all up in your good graces. No, all that's out. All that's out. Because we're too big blessed to be getting pulled on by these demonic people out here trying to get us down. No, we're giving too much power to these people. And they don't have none. They don't have no power. Because they serve the devil, the enemy. Their daddy is Satan. We don't play around with all that. We're on God's side. We're walking in the love and the light of God and in the likeness and the image of God, because He's within us. And it is up to us to tap in and really get to know Him for ourselves in our own personal walk and journey with life. And, you know, it's up to us to really tap in and do the work. And I know I'm doing my shadow work and my inner work. So all I can do is send love to my friends and foes who's not doing the shadow work, who's not doing the inner work, whoever felt some type of way about me smiling, even though they had to watch me suffer and be in pain and not lend out a hand of help. It's okay, because God is my help. God will always be my help. From the time I was 14 and had my baby, all the way to the time that I am now, when I am an adult and my son is a teenager now, basically. God has always been my help. And I've always prayed from the day my son was in my womb all the way to my son's age now. I will never stop praying, never stop believing, never lose my faith in God, no matter what it looks like to anyone on the outside. No matter about people thinking they know you or know your past or know an ill version of you, that version of you that they have in their head, it don't even exist. It's not even real. You elevate and you change every single day. And that's the beauty of life. It keeps on growing. It keeps on evolving. So why stay stuck and stagnated in your brain about people when people are choosing to grow and evolve on their own path and their own choices and their own things every single day? And everybody else's belief can be different. But don't hate others because they want to believe in something different. Don't come for those people who choose to believe in God and have that faith. And if they want to believe in the Bible, that they can. Those who don't want to believe in the Bible, that's you. You don't have to project your hate onto somebody else or come to the page because you see that they're shining light and project your hate onto somebody else's page because you feel you needed to make that hateful, demonic comment, because you will get blocked and you will get deleted. Period, point blank. We ain't listening to you because you're a demonic person. Okay? I've worked too hard to really get to this place in my life, to not really care about what people think about me. And get to that point in my life to be like, you know what? How other people perceive me It's none of my business, because how God views me and how he sees me is the best. And his love is the best. Jesus' love and help is the best. The faith is the best. What I choose to believe in is the best. It works for me because I feel like that's the best for me. Okay? Trials and tribulations will come. But that's all a test. And God's going to put us to the test to see if we're really strong enough to really endure it, and how we can really get through and push through. Every day you're waking up, you're pushing through. That's the test. Can you do it or can you not do it? Get about the bed. Do the exercise. Make the healthy meal. Go for the nice walk. Connect with a nice group of people who's influential, who wants to see you come out of your shell, who wants to see the best for you, who wants to help uplift your spirit, who wants to connect and just be a part of a nice community where they are accepting everyone. They're not judging, casting judgments or doubts, or projecting fear into your spirit. They're doing positive things. You need to connect yourself with those people. And don't worry about anybody else that's doing whatever that they want to do against you, because God's already handling them as I speak. He's got it covered. It's already handled. And I'm so happy because God will fight for you in your character. Sometimes you don't always have to fight back. And people want to be thinking, oh, you're weak. You didn't say nothing. You didn't stand up for yourself. You're doing this and doing that. Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? Because that's what they want. They want to use your reaction, even when it's a negative reaction against you, to say, oh, wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. She reacted just the way we wanted her to. We kept pushing her buttons or keep doing all these things just so that we could go on to the next person and say, oh, I told you she was toxic. Oh, I told you she reacts that way. She's too emotional. She's sensitive. She will react like that. People know what they're doing, but we still have to forgive them. We still have to forgive them, for they do not know what they do, even though we know they know what they're doing. We still have to forgive them. You know why? Because we need all our blessings. We're trying to bless people, not just ourselves. We're praying for other people, not just ourselves. We're being a light for other people, not just ourselves. We're on this mission for us, but also not just for ourselves. There are people looking up to you, secretly inspired, watching your every move. They won't press like, they won't comment, but they're on your page in the views. But we smile at them anyway. And they don't want to see us smile. They want to see you frown. Because if you're too happy, they try to tell you, oh, don't be smiling too much. Don't be doing this, don't be doing that. Because they're projecting their face and their own insecurities onto you, because your light bothers the demons and they feel some type of way. Let these people feel some type of way about you, baby. Because as long as you know that you are made in the image and the likeness of God, and you're out there stepping into your purpose, even when you don't even see a plan put out and a path put out for your life, God already has that handle. He's got it covered. No need to worry. Don't stress. Don't let these people project a doubt onto you and let it get into your mind too strong. You know why? Because they don't have the power. God does.